Ladies and gentlemen, have you know a place called Schneesnachdorf in Canton Aargau in Switzerland? I have no idea where I am. I came with a Google map. It's a famous garden center with high recommendation. I was in the big parking lot. It's really, they have many huge nursery garden house. This is a shop. Look at this. I even cannot see the end of this garden house at the entrance. Really, this is grand. This is a very special corner with a little bit of jungle feel. Has tropical plants and many hanging baskets. Here has watermelon Dischidia and variegated ones, a lot of alocasia and alocasia and air plants. And the employee also shower them in this corner. It gives a really jungle vibe, very interesting. These two baskets only take me like 6 months to collect. Now they are just standing here like nobody's business, and a new shipment of Hoyas. Did you see that Hoya kanyakumariana? It's one of the diversity Hoyas, just like that, standing there. So, and at the back of the greenhouse is a shaded area. They have stephania and they have dioscorea and smaller cute mini ones, and also palm size big ones. And I went out for the garden plants section here. There's no way I can visit today every corner of this garden center. It's huge. Did you see that? Totally in Switzerland. This is not in Japan. They are serious with bonsai. I learned they are very famous for that in Switzerland. These are the outdoor bonsai area, and this one on the left side is 4,800 francs. The maple tree bonsai is priceless, of course. It's somebody's life achievement, I think. Very serious, very impressive. I really enjoy only walking around here, such a pleasure. And even the humidity is quite high in this corner, but this one has really a good attitude. This is a real one. Here is very serious, and they have also a large section of roses. At the exit of this garden center, there are hundreds of roses in the nursery, but I missed the chance to take the video. This is only the garden center part. They have much more in the nursery. Also very impressive. The condition is quite okay. But I have done a lot of rose shopping, so I'm very proud to tell you that this time I did not making trouble. I only enjoy looking at them. They have every information you need and the right flower photo. It's a good place to choose. Not like my hardcore rose shopping last week. Romanza rose is my first time seeing them in blossom. I was unlucky before. This is pink romanza. Very, very beautiful. But I did not see any shocking rare varieties here. They are mostly the most popular ones, standard ones in Switzerland. Kimono, is Kimono Rose a Japanese variety, I guess? This is beautiful. It was slightly raining before I came, so this is a winter sun. It's a very different type of light yellow, like the cold sun in winter days. And they have also huge trees and shrubs. Unfortunately, I have no time to walk through everything. I plan to come next time with my friend. Have a day trip in the beautiful countryside of Switzerland. Back in the houseplant section, this is a Philodendron green dragon, 98 francs. And they also have syngonium red arrow in the smaller pots here. Here is the biggest variegated vanilla plant I ever seen. It's about 1.7 meter high and only in a shallow bonsai pot. Very big, firm leaves. I'm not sure if it's even for sale. Very impressive. Look at this big guy, really big. And this is, they also have very beautiful Asian style statues. I forgot to film it, but you will find on the Google search. It's very popular. The next stop is cacti and succulent specialist, KAKTEEN GAUTSCHI. It was about, you have to drive like 20-30 minutes in the country road from Zulauf Gardencenter. It's September now. They have outside mostly winter hard cacti and succulent. I only had a quick look. And then on the side is the tent for the discount plants, 50% off of several different things, a flowered agave and huge size euphorbia and cacti. They have a slightly damage on the surface or a little bit shrieked, so that's why they are cheaper. Did not buy anything, only had a look. This is a spiral cacti, 380 francs, now half price, still quite pricey. Oh, this is not a rare plants, but one of my favorite. 60 francs. The price is not the problem. The space is the problem. I don't have a winter garden. It's impossible for me to have bigger ones at home. Here are some smaller size. Yes, they can stay outside even now in September, enjoy the sunlight. I hope I can have 200 aeonium, but I cannot. It's like a tree flower. We often see the smaller ones, mini size, in the normal garden center, and unfortunately they don't have a lot of special agaves. I was quite interested in agave, but they have the normal varieties. So let's have a look at the other side of the entrance. Here are more aeoniums. I have a smaller size of these very, very dark ones also outside in the garden. Beautiful. From outside you can already tell this cacti nursery is big. But when I step inside, it was like, whoa. I don't know where to start now. I completely lost. On the side, close to the glass, are the floor size and huge ones. In the middle are seedlings and the table top size. Look at this huge stephania. It's not huge, it's big. There's a huge one later, it's coming. It's only big in this shop. And they have a lot of ghost euphorbia. But they are quite pricey here. This is my #1 plant if I ever have a winter garden, the ghost euphorbia. It's not rare plant, but it's very cool. Here are big cacti, and this is a very beautiful guy, but I cannot buy it. Pity. And they have each variety in big volume, so there's no worry that if you are a couple of days late, it's sold out. They will not have a look at this. If I'm going to open a casino in the desert area, I can come here shopping. Why I talk like a billionaire? This is very special. Is it euphorbia? It's a very special look. Also very tall. I don't know how will they do the transport. And here I have to walk very carefully. If I fall down, will be in the local news, I think. These guys here are really in good shape and in the right potting mix. And if I buy in big box store, cacti is always in the normal potting soil. I always have to repot them. It's also a headache. Oh, these guys dancing here. Oh, here are some big head. Another huge euphorbia. Oh. Here are some spiral cacti, 3 or 2 plants in one pot. It's also nice. Here are big ones. And the biggest dioscorea I have ever seen. To the top of, almost to the top of the ceiling with flowers and leaves. Look at this. This is like a big rock. I think it's 4,800 francs. But it's worth the money. Time is money. But I think it's better to let him live in his old home. too big to move. Here are some smaller sized it's smaller but also 80 francs, and also some mini sized ones. And these orange colored cubes, I have no idea who they are, but must be related. Also mini ones, also cute. At the back of the shop is a shaded area, so they have different plants here. String of dolphin and donkey tail. These are 24 francs per pot. Here is a trailing one, quite beautiful. This one I have never seen before, and 60 francs. Looks like very serious aliens. And everybody knows the name of them, so I don't say it. I don't want to say the commercial name of these guys. But they have so many of them in the shop. Different size, different shape. I have to stop here before any nasty words coming out. Lysops. One of the reason I drive over 1 hour to here. This different Lysop selection pot is not a good idea because they could be in different stage of life, and it's very difficult for you how to water them, so it's better to buy them separate. Unfortunately, all the varieties I like here I already have at home, so did not find any surprise today. This one is quite pretty. And the price is very good, 7.5 francs, cannot complain. This combination with flower and split and non-split at the same time is not a good idea. It looks nice, but not a good idea. I filmed every one of the Lysops in case I missed something. This place is far away from home. I wish they could have, 80-year-old bigger sized Lysops, but they have quite a lot of seedlings and small ones. It's okay. I'm just looking around. Someday maybe there's new shipment from Italy, you never know. So this is Lysops. This is a special one I will never see in the Gardencenter, but also quite pricey. If you look a distance away, it's disappeared among the rocks. It looks itself like a stone. Very interesting. These fuzzy guys in a mature shape. In many garden centers, they only have their seedlings, so you only have the fuzzy pot. Variegated bear paws, my obsession. But I did not buy it, I only had a look. It has quite some mature stems, very full plant, but too full, it looks really crowded. I had enough at home, I enjoy looking at it. 24 francs, very reasonable. This purple guy, one of my friend's favorite. And here are smaller size of cacti. I think I spent 1.5 hours here and walked 3 rounds. This I bought one. So cute. With furry and soft leaves. So it feels like a toy. I regret I did not buy this one, but not too much shopping, not too much. I have limited space on the south-facing window, so I have to be very careful for the cacti shopping. This one is very cute, pink flower. This is paradise for my cacti-loving relatives. I have to bring them here next time. The nursery is on the euphorbia obesa. Finally, I find them. They only have quite small ones, but they are cute. This one is only slightly bigger. Here is some strange succulent. I have no idea who they are. You don't see them often in the normal garden center. More bigger size of the famous thing. Are they not having too many of them? Beautiful euphorbia, also very straight, good looking guys. Here's a big variegated jade plant, 150 francs. Very impressive. I have a 2 franc seedling at home. Here is a huge agave chilling in the corner under the sun. And here are some pickles. You only need to turn around to see. Behold, the grandpapa of all the pickles here, I guess. Very tall and messy. Here are some more of the dioscorea. These are very small. And this is a sinancio. It looks like I don't know, like a tsunami painting from Japan. The texture and the color is very fascinating, but too big to hide from my noisy family. And look what I find in the world of cacti, the Hoya compacta, the Hoya Hindu rope. But it's too dry for them here, so this is my shopping today. Not a lot. Of course, bear paw is my obsession, and only in small size. The third nursery is Huplant, Pflanzenkultur company. The entrance is at the back side of the huge greenhouse. Please don't get lost when you drive here. Here, when we enter the garden center, here are some lovely outdoor plants for containers. They are cute, but not as shocking as the other garden center. You see the huge area, but I was wrong. I was thinking at this point, not very special, Maybe it's only a cute garden center. And I thought here is the houseplants section. I was so wrong. This is just the entrance of the whole indoor section. Only the entrance. It's my first time here, so and at the entrance they only have some standard house plants, not a lot. This is a goldie eye, and you see the Hoya pyramid, Canosa crimson queen, and Australis, and the pubicalyx, the most common ones. I was really thinking here is a houseplant section, and some banana trees. No, this is not. This is only the entrance. I took the wrong turn. After here, I turned right to the outdoor plant section. I get lost like I normally do. Look at this cute pink leaf. So now I stepped out to the rose and hydrangeas. Here is the entrance to the garden, to the outdoor garden. The outdoor part is not very huge, but they have also a very nice selection of plants. I find some annual and cornflowers I have not in our area. Here is the shade plants. Here are some hydrangeas, and this is a variegated leaf hydrangea from first edition brand. I have a small one at home. This is huge. This is already in mature size. And light all day is the name. They have pinkish purple lace cap flower. The flower is quite big, and this one is even still have a flower on it in September. I only have a small one at home. I planted it in the full shade area, which, because the white variegation of the leaves, looks very beautiful in the shady area. And I had looked at the price, 75 francs. I am so jealous. The small plant I have at home does not cost much less. Jealous. Here I quickly walk through some the shrubs and trees. They don't have a lot of Japanese maple trees and fancy plants. These are the standard landscaping populars. From here you can see outside. This is Pinky Winky Hydrangea paniculata. I have one at home, but not so big. Why everything I have home is much smaller? You can see they have this huge garden house for their nursery. Now here I was still disappointed because I thought, that's it? They have so many huge greenhouse, and the retail section is quite small. It's not that huge as I thought. So the rose section is also not very big, but they have iceberg in blossom, very cute. I only had a quick look. This is for rose is end season. Did not expect to see many things here. And some of the varieties are not in good shape because of 2 weeks ago we have very bad weather, strange weather. Here I thought I quickly have a look at the garden center and go home. Then I take a turn to their coffee shop. Behind the coffee shop comes the surprise today. Here I forget to see, I find some beautiful leafed coneflower. Not only the flowers, I can also enjoy the foliage. But I have no idea where to plant them in my garden, so this time I just give it up. But they have quite a good selection of coneflowers here. And here comes one of my favorite garden euphorbia. This is a variegated one. It's called Glacius Blue. Here is a very cute iris. I have no land of full sun left anymore. It's a pity. So I now look at this houseplants jungle. This is a real section of houseplants of Huplant Gardencenter. My hands are shaking. This is too impressive. Let's start from the hanging basket. This is trileaf wonder syngonium. A quite reasonable size, 22 francs. I have one at home already, but it never grew good. I bought a weak plant. The purple heart and the Scindapsus and the Hoya and Peperomia scandens, huge, very lush. All the hanging baskets are very full and heavy, healthy. Here are a lot of lipstick plants. And also the pink dragon, alocasia, and ferns, Hoya, and Monstera Peru. This is 17 francs, very reasonable price. I bought a similar pot, and he lives happily in the bedroom now. And here, big goldy eye, and Monstera adamsonii everywhere. They have everything in big volume. And here are some huge alocasia zebrina. And this is a peperomia section. Seems very popular. I see many empty space. So this is the only place I feel, oh, this is silver Anne for sure. Scindapsus, silver Anne on the small moss paw, and the pyramid-shaped Hoya. Look, I find splashes here. Hoya, my God, I'm speechless. This silver splash is so beautiful. And the silver Anne, I have no space for it anymore otherwise. The silver Anne Scindapsus is 30 francs. Reasonable price, totally fine. Here are smaller pot of Hoyas. They have a compacta and a crimson princess and peperomia hope, a small selection of cacti and succulent. And these alocasias, Philodendron micans in hanging basket, and big stingray alocasia bigger than mine at home. Some variegated plants and silver Anne, very tempting. So I was really hesitated if I should buy a this Hoya or the knot. It's really difficult for me. And they also have some standard succulent and angel-wing begonia and peperomia in blossom, very happy peperomias. Rex begonia, and I don't know, I'm walking around, but in my mind it's only the question to buy or not to buy the splash. Yes, the string of heart. Oh, watermelon Dischidia in smaller pot. It's my first time in Switzerland. See that, 13.5 francs. And they have different Dischidia. They also have a variegated one in the back. But both of them, I already have a full basket at home. Look at this, fresh from Holland. They have very firm leaves. It's in good shape. Some small selection of succulent. It's really a pleasure to go to such a huge garden center. They have everything of everything. Where I live, I have to drive around to go through 5-6 garden shops. They just have everything together. Here are the baby plants section. Many are already sold out. I think I was in the wrong time. This is orchid section, very beautiful. Some alocasia, and here's also two of the Hoya pubicalyx splash. Oh my god. And here are some common syngoniums and big alocasia. And on the other side, they also have the classic houseplants like peace lily and gardencenter. And why is a Hoya standing here? Hoya crinkle 8 were standing here with other Rex begonias. Polymeriads, beautiful guys, but they need highlight and they are quite big. And a lot of ferns, peace lily. And here I think this is the end of the houseplant section. I was wrong again. There is another room on the side full of floor-size plants. The floor-size, this is this color that I always wanted. They never have smaller size. They always only have the 1.5 meter high. This is a big Goldie Eye, only 81 francs. Maybe have discount because it's too big. This is a Philodendron, very wholesome. I think the humidity in this room is a little bit too low, so the leaves are suffering. It's very wholesome. It's 75 francs. These are some tabletop size with a smaller moss pot, and aglonema and monstera minima, syngonium, monstera peru. Monstera peru is a very beautiful plant, and it can do low light and looks like a dragon. One of my favorite, trileaf wonder. How many trileaf wonder they have to show me? Especially I have not a very healthy one at home. Monstera adamsonii on the smaller moss pole. And here is a beautiful setup of houseplants. Monstera deliciosa, and here is the biggest Philodendron brassy I ever seen. Is it for sale or not anymore? And also huge Monstera deliciosa, very impressive. And the Philodendron silver sword. Look, these huge leaves, and the price is only 36 francs. 2-3 plants on the moss pole, 36 francs. Such size, really impressive. And here in the back, this popular new palm tree, 120. Some shops could easily double the price. Here are also some huge alocasias. I think this is a section for the interior landscaping. The size bigger than my living room plants. Beautiful. I think this is, I see a lot of customers today are shopping happily, like enough quantity for their whole house. Is really a good place. They have everything, table size and floor size and baby plants, everything for everybody. Here I also see another huge Scindapsus pictus. I don't see the price. Maybe it will retire in this shop. I don't know. It's really huge. Here's another table of houseplants, micans, white fusion, calasia. But calasia white fusion is expensive by us. It's about 85 francs. It even has flowers on it. And the leaves are a little bit crispy, maybe because it's summertime, low humidity. They also have beautiful selection of interior decorations. Everything you need to make a beautiful houseplant setup. This one is very practical and pretty. Only a little bit, 60 francs, maybe next time. They have a lot of shelves, small shelves. So I back again. I looked at this section about 4 times now, I think, to buy or not to buy. I cannot live without these beautiful plants in hand. I cannot. So I took one. They have quite several in this shop if you are interested. My first Hoya pubicalyx splash. It's even have a little bit pinkish reflection in the silver in the splash part. So thanks for watching. Thanks for your patience. Accompany me to these 3 huge garden center in Canton Argau in the countryside. And I hope you have a great day with houseplants, and see you next time.